Welcome to the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine. Today I'm going to talk about this brilliant simulation created by Dr. Scott Simmerman and marketed worldwide by Team SimuRise and Solomon Salvis. My name to fame has been the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine. What is the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine? Search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine is a half-a-day, highly engaging, immersive, inspiring business simulation experience where teams start the journey from a base camp from Apache Junction and go all the way to the mountains of Arizona to mine gold and then come back alive in a 20-day journey. This simulation has been used by major companies globally with over 500,000 corporate professionals experiencing the simulations in over 40 different countries. This simulation can be beautifully used during your leadership offsite, strategy meet, business review meet, goal setting meets, team building, team bonding meets, during your OD intervention for developing values, behaviors, mindsets, competencies across junior, middle and senior levels. We at Team SimuRise conduct the simulations for various organizations, and we also certify facilitators either in corporate or independent training organizations and empower them to use these brilliant business simulations to impact values, behavior, mindsets of corporate professionals. How does this simulation work? This simulation has got 4 constructs: briefing, strategy time, actual gameplay, and then the debriefing part of it. So the first, let's focus on briefing. Briefing is where the teams are divided into teams of 6, 6, 6, 6 each and can be done for 20, 50, 100, 200, 300 participants at one go. So in the briefing, we give them a complete understanding about the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine. We create this entire environment where teams go have these cowboy hats, bandanas, tabletop material, map, posters, binocular, jeep and various other toy materials, mobile phones and all as part of the entire structure. Number 2 is we put them into teams of 6 and we give them roles to play. So you'll have a role of a team leader, a trader, collaborator, planner, supply expert, analyst and so on. And then we'll give them the entire idea about how do you play this entire game. You start the journey at base camp, at Apache Junction, go all the way to the mountains of Arizona, mine gold and then come back. Once we make them understand the rules and the roles, we'll then give them time to plan and strategize. 15 minutes of time. What are they going to be doing in that time? One is, how do they start the journey? Which route will they take? Will they take the low country trail, the plateau trail or the high country trail? How many days will they take to go to the mine? How many days will they take to come back? How many gold will they mine? And how many resources will they carry along? How many resources do they want to exchange at the base camp? And then do they want to go to the supply depot to exchange the resources and so on and so forth is what they will all as a team plan. Once that planning is done, then each of the team members will start the journey on the expedition going to the mountains. The day they go into the gold mine, they have to give their war cry. It could be a Tarzan's war cry, it could be a cowboy's yeehaw, it could be any of their own crafted war cries where they have to sing and dance the war cry together as a team. Imagine if you're going to have 100, 200 participants, all of them giving a super high energy war cry. All of that happens during the entire gameplay experience with music at the background, with the entire theme. It's going to be an unforgettable experience for them. Finally, they come back, they fill the final inventory summary and then write down the number of gold they mined, the number of resources they got back, did they come alive or did they die during the entire journey. All of that is what they will document and then finally give it to the provisioner. The provisioner has got a beautiful Excel sheet. She will then put all of that into an Excel sheet for the teams, and with that Excel sheet, number 1, with all the behaviors and the mindset which they showcase during the entire gameplay, we will then make them reflect. They just had an experience, and John Dewey say the moment you make them reflect on the experience, That's where the learning happens. That's where the aha moments happens. And that's where the teams will come back and say, I never thought I could have done things differently. So what do we make them experience? Number one, it can all be custom tailored to your values, your behaviors, your mindsets, your competencies. For example, did the teams strategize, or were they running like the chicken with the head cut? Did they take risk, calculated risk, or blind risk? Did they access the insights and information available to them at the base camp, or they just blindly took some decisions and then went forward in the entire journey? All right. Did they maximize the resources, or did they show a survival mindset? Did they collaborate, or were they working in their own silo mindsets, pulling each other down, not sharing best practices, not sharing resources, and sub-optimizing the entire team's efforts? All of that is what we will make them reflect through this entire highly engaging immersive environment. And finally, we will invite the leader to come and front end two important conversations. One, what does gold mean to you in real life? Number one. Number two is, having gone through this entire experience, what will you commit to do differently to mine more gold for your organization? And she front ends this entire conversations, gives her perspective, looks at certain behaviors which they showcase in the gameplay environment, and how does that parallel to the organization's environment. We'll also make them compare with all the learnings that they got today, and then how does that compare to what's really happening at the work environment. They will all write down on the idea boards, we'll showcase it to them on the screen, and then convert that into a PDF document and send it across to the stakeholder. And then of course we can use that entire data to coach participants over a period of 3 to 6 months basis the requirement of the organization. This is how a 3.5 to 4 hour experience goes beautifully, brilliantly, unforgettable experience. Quite a lot of organizations have come back to me even after 5 years, even after 10 years. Solomon, that was one of the most memorable experience. Can you conduct it again for my X team or Y team or Z team? So my dear friends, if you're looking for a highly engaging, inspiring, immersive business simulation experience, the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine may be the best bet for you. Remember, it's one of the best simulation in the world when it comes to collaboration over competition. All right. So if you want, please get in touch with Team SimuRise. We'll be more than happy to help you transition your teams, to help you grow and scale your organization. Wishing you all the very best. Remember, the search for the lost Dutchman's gold mine. Let your teams mine as much gold as they can for your organizations.